So we were talking about your whisky tasting evening that's coming up on Friday the 19th.
Indeed.
Why have you chosen a whisky tasting event as a charity event?
Because I know it's going to sound very selfish, I like whisky. And whilst I know a little bit about whisky, I wanted to know a little bit more. And one of the Mayor's officers, Brian Harding, is in contact with the people who do know, and the suggestion sort of snowballed from there, really. I was introduced to whisky at a very young age by a relative of my mother's who was a member of the Ballantine whisky clan. So I've always lived with it, I've always enjoyed it, but I want to learn more, so that night's going to be a good opportunity for that, for everybody, I think.
And you're doing it to raise money for Lives. Why did you choose that particular charity for this event?
Lives has been my charity for the year, and the reason behind Lives is really twofold. One, the work the charity does as not only civilian first responders but medic first responders, putting highly qualified staff into emergency situations very often quicker than the ambulance service can get there. Not because the ambulance service can't do it, but the responders are community based, so they're very close to the areas that they're being sent to. And secondly, because I am actually an active responder as well, so again it's something very close to my heart.
And how popular has the event been so far with regards to selling tickets?
I was talking to the office yesterday, and as 4 o'clock yesterday, I think we still had 5 tickets left, so it's getting very close. So anybody that wants to go needs to think about getting in touch with the office first thing Monday morning.
And I remember one of your predecessors jumped out of an airplane for charity. How important is it that high-profile civic figures such as yourself get involved in charities and are seen to be getting involved in charity work?
It is very important because it gives a charity that boost, and if you have a civic figure such as the Mayor, particularly supporting local charities, or as has happened with past mayors, for example a colleague of mine, one of his charities was breast cancer because his wife is a survivor. So our charities are chosen either because, like myself, I work with them, or because they know somebody who's been the recipient of their work. So I mean, it is important because it brings it into the public eye. If the Mayor can support this charity, so can we.
Have you got any other events planned in the future for charity?
At the moment, we're actually now on the run down to the end of the year, sadly. My year finishes in March. There are 1 or 2 events that are still being sort of kicked about at the planning stage, but at the moment we haven't finalised anything yet. The Mayoress will be holding a Mayoress at Home afternoon, which is for sort of ladies to come and see the Guildhall. I think the theme is Death by Chocolate or something along those lines. And that again will be partly for Lives and partly for a charity that she's also nominated. But at the moment the details of that are still in the planning stage, so I can't tell any more, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much.